Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Hope you're doing good, hope you're keeping safe and well. And in the words of the legendary Alan Partridge, hope you're having a really good Thursday, wherever you are in the world and whatever you are planning to get up to today. On today's show, I'm going to be bringing to you guys your latest and your greatest Tottenham Hotspur transfer rumours reports and updates that have come out over the last 24 hours. And I want to start things off by talking about some very interesting news that has come out this morning from Sammy Mockbell in that Tottenham Hotspur have identified Douglas Luiz and Conor Gallagher as two potential midfield targets. Now look, this is interesting because will Tottenham Hotspur make a move for one of these out of the blue? Or will it more be sell to buy? Is it if we sell Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, if we sell Ollie Skip, then we move in for one of these midfielders? And I think it's the second option in all honesty. I don't think Tottenham Hotspur should or will go in for one of these two options unless we do sell a player in the midfield positions, and in my opinion that's the right thing to do at the minute. Okay, our midfield could use some strengthening, but we've got a fair amount of depth in our midfield. We've got some good quality in our midfield. There are positions in our team that need the first team strengthening, right? And those positions are the centre-back positions. When it comes to midfield, we're more strengthening the depth of our squad. When it comes to centre-backs, we're strengthening the first team. We're strengthening who's going to go straight into that team and replace Dyer, replace Sanchez, replace the person who's next to Romero. So, look, I think centre-back should be our priority right now. I think if we're going to sign anyone, it has to be a centre-back. We're hearing being linked with Van der Ven and Thfc. We've been linked with them for weeks from what we're hearing. Hopefully, we can get one of those deals over the line. And if we don't, at least another top centre-back, someone like a Mark Guehi from Crystal Palace. But yeah, centre-back should be our priority, but if we do sell Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, if we do sell potentially Ollie Skip, which we heard we could a few weeks ago, which was surprising to me, I wouldn't be against one of these players. Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher's an interesting one. He didn't really settle at Chelsea last season, but at the end of the day, no one really settled at Chelsea last season. They were an absolute mess of a club. No player was getting a sustainable amount of game time to step up. And yet, he wasn't terrible last season, Conor Gallagher. Don't get me wrong, he put in some really good performances, but he wasn't the best. He wasn't the best either. But take you back a season before that to Crystal Palace. What an unbelievable player he was that season for Palace under Vieira. The goals he was scoring, the assists he was getting as well. Just his overall way of playing was absolutely fantastic. And you can see hints of that last season. Just not all of it. But one thing you did see last season that you did also see at Crystal Palace for Conor Gallagher was his work ethic. This guy has this guy has an unbelievable work ethic. He will fight for every ball. He'll slide in with tackles. He's not afraid to get rough in the midfield. Look, I like Conor Gallagher, but the price tag Chelsea are putting on him, 50 million, no way. Not a chance I'm paying 50 million for Conor Gallagher because it's a gamble. You don't know if he's going to step up, and if we do bring him in, will he go straight into that first team? Probably not. When Bentancur comes back from injury, you'd imagine it'd be Bissouma, who Ange Postecoglou spoke very highly about. News coming out this morning that Bissouma, talking really positively about Big Ange, and Ange talking positively about him. You'd imagine it'd be Bentancur when he comes back from injury. And you'd imagine Maddison would be that attacking midfielder. Potentially the Celso as a backup based on the performances he's been putting in pre-season. But look, you don't anticipate whoever replaces Pierre-Emile Højbjerg will go straight into the first team. And to spend 50 million on a position we don't really need, I don't understand it. I think even if Pierre-Emile Højbjerg goes, even if we don't have that same depth in midfield, we've still got Skip, Sarr, Bissouma, Bentancur and Maddison. When it comes to the centre-backs right now, we need one straight away, and we need one fast, and we need one who can go straight into that first team. And we need them fast because we wait until the end of the summer for centre-backs. We head into those first few games of the season when they haven't had pre-season to form a partnership. We drop points. Then we miss out on top 4 or something at the end of the season by a few points. That will be down to us waiting too long to bring in centre-backs at the beginning of the season. You've got to bring them in now so they can form a partnership and head into the season ready. But look, we need centre-backs right now. We don't need midfielders right now. And to spend 50 million for a player, even if Højbjerg goes, when that could be used for a player who's going to go straight into the first team when it comes to centre-backs, not for me. 25 million to 30 million, I'd take him all day long. I would, because I do think he's a very talented player and I think he can play some fantastic stuff under an attacking manager like Big Ange. But the money Chelsea are asking, not for me. Douglas Luiz, now, this is an interesting one. A player that Arsenal were after this January and the January beforehand. And look, it is an interesting one with Douglas Luiz. I like the guy. I do. I think he's a very talented defensive midfielder. I think, you know, he's shown moments of class. Some of the corner kicks he's taken that have gone straight in have been phenomenal. I think his hold-up play is really good. But what he lacks is consistency. He really does. One game he'll be putting in a quality performance. The next he'll be dropped. The next when he comes back, it won't be as good. And look, I don't think we should go in for him. Aston Villa will be asking for 30 to 35 million for him. I think that's slightly unreasonable. Like I say, even if Højbjerg goes, you've still got 5 decent options in midfield. 3 good options and 2 decent ones. When it comes to centre-backs, you've got one decent option. I would have classed Romero as top tier, but the season just gone, you know, it really wasn't his best. So you've got a very, very good centre-back there in Romero. And they're not even decent centre-backs. Pure and utter dog shit, pig and hippo shit level quality centre-backs. In Davinson Sanchez, in Eric Dyer, in Japhet Tanganga, in Joe Rodon, in all the people who would form a partnership with him. So, look, I don't think we should be going for midfielders, even if Højbjerg goes. I think you go for the centre-backs. Then if you get 1 or 2 centre-backs in and Højbjerg goes, then you start looking at another player to add depth. But there's a difference when it comes to the midfield between adding depth and when it comes to the defence, adding a player who can go straight into the first team. But look, like I say, Douglas Luiz for me, he's a good... He's a very good player. He could be good under Postecoglou. But like I say, Postecoglou's 4-3-3. It's more 2 centre mids and an attacking mid than a DM and two centre mids. I think, in all honesty, Douglas Luiz would have probably worked better if he joined Spurs under a Jose Mourinho or under an Antonio Conte, especially under a Jose Mourinho. You know, he likes to play those 2 defensive DMs. Him and Bentancur or him and Bissouma would have been fantastic. But look, like I say, Douglas Luiz, I'm not necessarily opposed to it, but I do think he lacks a bit of consistency. Conor Gallagher, like I say, I'm not opposed to it, but the price tag they're asking for him when we can spend that money on a priority position, not adding depth to the midfield, not for me. But like I say, I'm not opposed to signing either midfielders. I do think they're very... They've got moments of magic in their own respective ways, but they've also got flaws. So, look, we'll see what happens with these two. Comment your thoughts down below. Conor Gallagher, are you open to him? Douglas Luiz, are you open to him? I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions on these 2 potential transfers. Thank you for watching this video, guys. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Also, go check out the White Hart Lounge episode I did release. I haven't uploaded one for a year because I haven't really had the time to stream, but I'm starting streaming again as much as I can on this channel. We bought the absolute legend from Spurs Asia that is Eugene. What a guy, man. Go check out his channel. And yeah, we talked all things from Dream Dinner with 3 guests, Tottenham Hotspur, favourite Spurs goal, all of that good stuff. So look, guys, go check that out after this video. That's the type of content I really love doing as well. But I love doing these as well, little transfer updates, providing you guys with your latest news. So guys, comment your thoughts down below on the news I have reported today. Douglas Luiz, Conor Gallagher, I want to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching. And as always, come on you Spurs, Enoch and Levy out. In Postecoglou, we trust.